Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today we are exploring one of the most overlooked yet surprisingly fascinating coins from the United States of America, the rare state quarter released in 2001, the Rhode Island quarter. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but once you truly understand its background, design meaning, hidden varieties, and rare mint errors, you will realize why collectors pay very close attention to it. So stay with me, listen carefully, and enjoy this journey into American coin history, because this video is specially made for coin lovers, history fans, and serious collectors who want to know which coins are worth keeping and which ones could be hiding unexpected value. The Rhode Island State Quarter is part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs ever launched in the United States. This program was created to honor each state in the order they joined the Union, and Rhode Island holds a special place because it was the 13th state. When this quarter entered circulation, millions of people used it daily without realizing how much symbolism and history was packed into its small design. On the reverse side of the coin, you can see a beautiful sailing ship gliding through Narragansett Bay, with the Pell Bridge stretching across the background. This design reflects Rhode Island's deep connection to maritime history, trade, freedom, and independence. Rhode Island was known as the Ocean State long before this coin was minted, and the designers perfectly captured that identity. For collectors, coins that tell a strong story often gain more attention over time, especially when combined with rare conditions or errors. Now let's talk about why this particular Rhode Island quarter from 2001 can become special. While millions were produced, not all coins are equal. Some were struck with stronger details, cleaner surfaces, and sharper lines, especially those that were never heavily circulated. Coins that remain in brilliant uncirculated condition can already stand out in collections, but the real excitement begins when we talk about minting errors and rare varieties. One of the most talked about errors on the Rhode Island quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin planchet is not properly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to shift toward the edge. Collectors love these errors because each one is unique. Another exciting error includes double die features, where certain letters or design elements appear slightly doubled due to misalignment during the die creation process. These doubled details are often seen on the lettering, date, or state name, and sharp-eyed collectors search for them constantly. You may also find Rhode Island quarters with die cracks or die chips. These appear as raised lines or small blobs of metal on the coin's surface and are caused by worn or damaged dies. While casual users may think these are flaws, collectors understand that genuine mint errors can dramatically increase a coin's desirability. Broad strike errors, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to a missing collar, are also known in this series and can be highly collectible. Another factor that adds interest is mint marks. Some Rhode Island quarters were struck at different mints, and certain mint and condition combinations are much harder to find today. Coins that were pulled early from circulation or preserved in rolls often survive in much better condition than typical pocket change. Over time, these higher quality examples become scarcer as more coins are lost or damaged. For collectors, this coin is not just about money. It represents American heritage, state pride, and the thrill of the hunt. Many collectors enjoy searching through rolls, collections, and old jars of coins, hoping to spot that one rare Rhode Island quarter with a hidden error or exceptional condition. This excitement is what keeps coin collecting alive and growing year after year. If you love coins, this is the kind of piece you should never ignore. Always check the details, examine the edges, look closely at the lettering, and compare it with standard examples. Sometimes the most valuable discoveries are hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone who truly understands what to look for. And now, let's talk about the value and worth of the Rhode Island State Quarter from 2001. In normal circulated condition, this coin is generally worth only its face value. However, uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and in exceptional cases, high-grade error coins have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These values are based on real market demand and documented auction results, and they can change as collector interest grows over time. But if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Rhode Island quarter, make sure to keep watching, keep learning, and keep checking your coins carefully, because the next rare discovery could be in your own hands. Coin number 2. The State Quarters series, and our focus is on a coin that started it all in 1999, the Connecticut State Quarter. This coin may look simple, but its story, symbolism, hidden varieties, and rare mint errors make it one of the most important and closely examined quarters ever released. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy this detailed journey, because this video is made for true coin lovers who want to understand not just a coin, but the history and opportunity behind it. The Connecticut quarter holds a special place because it was among the first 5 state quarters ever issued. When it entered circulation, millions of Americans noticed a dramatic change in everyday coins. For the first time, pocket change became educational, collectible, and exciting. The design chosen for Connecticut features the famous charter oak, a massive and historic tree that symbolizes freedom, independence, and resistance to tyranny. According to history, this tree once hid Connecticut's royal charter, protecting the colony's right to self-rule. That powerful story alone gives this coin lasting historical appeal. Collectors love coins that represent turning points, and this quarter marks the start of a collecting movement that brought millions of new collectors into the hobby. Because it circulated so heavily, most examples today show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. This makes well-preserved examples much harder to find than many people expect, especially those with sharp details on the tree branches, leaves, and trunk. Now let's explore what makes some Connecticut quarters truly rare and valuable. The first factor is condition. Coins that survived in brilliant uncirculated condition, especially those saved in original rolls or sets, are far scarcer today. These coins show strong luster, clean fields, and crisp design details, and collectors actively compete for them. The next major factor is mint errors. One of the most famous errors associated with the Connecticut quarter is the broad strike error. This occurs when the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread wider than normal. These coins are visually dramatic and instantly collectible. Off-center strikes are another exciting error, where the design appears shifted, sometimes showing blank space on one side. The more dramatic and clear the shift, the more desirable the coin becomes. Die cracks and die breaks are also commonly searched for on this coin. These appear as raised lines across the surface, often through the tree or lettering, caused by stressed or damaged dies. Some Connecticut quarters show heavy die deterioration, giving the design a rough or unusual texture. Collectors recognize these as genuine mint varieties rather than damage. Another fascinating variety involves doubled details. Some Connecticut quarters display doubling on letters, numbers, or parts of the tree due to die misalignment during production. These doubled features are often subtle, but when confirmed, they significantly increase collector interest. Finding one requires patience, magnification, and a trained eye, which is why many collectors enjoy hunting through rolls of these coins even today. The Connecticut quarter also represents nostalgia. Many collectors remember finding these coins for the first time, saving them, trading them, and learning about history through them. This emotional connection adds long-term demand, especially as newer collectors rediscover the series. For coin lovers, this quarter is a reminder that rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes rarity comes from condition, errors, survival rates, and historical importance. A common coin can become uncommon when preserved perfectly or struck imperfectly in the right way. Always examine your Connecticut quarters carefully. Look at the edges, check the tree details, study the letters, and compare them with standard examples. The smallest difference can make a big impact in the collector market. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. In typical circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on quality. Coins with notable mint errors or confirmed varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error examples have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These values are based on real market sales and auction results and can change as collector demand continues to grow. If you truly love coins, listen carefully, enjoy the hunt, and never underestimate what a simple quarter might become in the future. Coin number 3. The state quarter released in the year 2000 honoring Maryland. This coin is special not only because of its bold and unique design, but also because of the hidden stories, rare conditions, and mint errors that can transform an ordinary quarter into a highly desirable collectible. So stay with me, listen very carefully, and enjoy this detailed exploration made especially for coin lovers who want to understand rarity, value, and the excitement of discovery. The Maryland State Quarter immediately stands out from every other coin in the State Quarters series. Instead of a simple image, it features the striking Calvert family coat of arms, filled with intricate patterns, crosses, stripes, and shields. This design represents Maryland's colonial roots and the legacy of Lord Baltimore. Because of its complexity, this coin is a favorite among collectors, but that same complexity also made it challenging for the mint to strike perfectly, which is exactly where rarity begins. When this quarter entered circulation, millions of people handled it daily, often without realizing how detailed it truly was. Over time, heavy circulation caused many examples to lose sharpness, especially in the fine lines of the shield and the smaller design elements. This means that coins with strong details, full strikes, and clean surfaces are far scarcer today than most people expect. Collectors pay close attention to the Maryland quarter because it is known for several interesting mint errors. One commonly searched error is strike weakness. Due to the detailed design, some coins show soft or incomplete details, while others were struck with exceptional clarity. Coins with unusually sharp details across the entire shield can be much more desirable in higher grades. Off-center strikes are another exciting error found on this coin. These occur when the planchet is misaligned during striking, causing part of the design to shift toward the edge. Even a small off-center error can attract collector interest, while dramatic examples are especially valuable. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to the absence of the collar during striking. Die cracks and die breaks appear on some Maryland quarters as raised lines across the surface, often cutting through the shield or lettering. These features were caused by stressed dies during high-speed production. While they may look unusual, collectors recognize them as genuine mint errors, not damage. Some coins also show heavy die deterioration, giving the surface a rough or textured appearance that makes them stand out. Another fascinating variety involves doubled details. On certain Maryland quarters, collectors have discovered slight doubling on letters, numbers, or parts of the shield design. These doubled features result from misalignment during the die creation process and require careful examination with magnification. Finding one can be thrilling for collectors who enjoy searching through rolls and collections. Beyond errors, the Maryland quarter holds strong collector appeal because of its artistic complexity. Many collectors feel it is one of the most beautiful designs in the entire State Quarters series. This lasting popularity helps support demand, especially for high-quality and unusual examples. For coin lovers, this quarter teaches an important lesson. Rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes it is about design difficulty, survival rates, condition, and minting mistakes. A coin that looks common today may become much harder to find tomorrow in premium condition. Always take time to examine your Maryland quarters carefully. Look closely at the shield lines, check the lettering, study the edges, and compare examples. The smallest detail can make a big difference in collector value. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 2000 Maryland State Quarter. In normal circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error coins have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These values are based on real market demand and documented auction results and may change over time as collector interest continues to grow. If you truly love coins, enjoy the hunt, listen carefully, and remember that even a single quarter can hold history, beauty, and surprising value. Coin number 4. This coin is not just currency, it is a story of nature, isolation, survival, and quiet American history. Many people spend it without a second look, but collectors know this quarter deserves special attention. So stay with me, listen very carefully, and enjoy this long and detailed story made especially for coin lovers who want to understand rarity, hidden value, and what makes a modern coin truly collectible. Block Island is a small island off the coast of Rhode Island, known for its dramatic cliffs, rolling greenland, and unspoiled beauty. When the United States Mint chose Block Island for the America the Beautiful series, it honored not only the landscape but also the idea of preserving natural heritage. The reverse design shows a coastal scene with the iconic bluffs and a peaceful shoreline, capturing the calm strength of the island. This design speaks directly to collectors who love coins connected to nature and conservation. Although this coin is modern, it is far from boring. Modern coins can still be rare, and rarity today often comes from condition, striking quality, and mint errors rather than age alone. Because many 2018 Block Island quarters were released directly into circulation, most examples quickly developed marks, scratches, and wear. This makes coins that survived in near-perfect condition far harder to find than people expect. Collectors carefully examine the Block Island quarter because the detailed landscape design created challenges during minting. Some coins show weak strikes where fine details in the cliffs and shoreline are not fully formed, while others display unusually sharp detail. Coins with strong strikes across the entire design are especially desirable to collectors who focus on quality. Mint errors add another layer of excitement. Off-center strikes are among the most dramatic errors seen on this coin. These happen when the planchet is misaligned during striking, causing the design to appear shifted. Even a slight off-center error can make the coin stand out, while more dramatic examples become instant collectibles. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal because the collar was missing during the strike. Die cracks and die chips are another area collectors look for. These appear as raised lines or small raised bumps on the surface, often along the cliffs or near the lettering. They are caused by damaged or worn dies and are considered genuine mint errors. Some Block Island quarters also show die deterioration, giving the surface a grainy or unusual texture that experienced collectors recognize immediately. Another interesting variety involves doubled details. On some coins, slight doubling can appear on letters, numbers, or parts of the design due to die misalignment. These varieties are subtle and require magnification to identify, but confirmed examples can attract strong collector interest. This is why many collectors still search through rolls of modern quarters, hoping to find something special hiding in plain sight. The Block Island quarter also appeals to collectors because of its place in the America the Beautiful series. Many collectors aim to complete full sets, and as time passes, high-quality examples become harder to replace. Demand slowly increases for coins that combine strong design, clean condition, and unusual features. For coin lovers, this quarter is a reminder that modern coins are part of history too. Today's pocket change can become tomorrow's collectible. The key is patience, careful observation, and understanding what makes a coin different from the rest. Always check your Block Island quarters closely. Look at the edges, study the cliffs, examine the lettering, and compare coins side by side. Small differences can mean everything in the collector market. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 2018 Block Island quarter. In typical circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error coins have achieved auction prices in the range of several $100s. These values reflect real market activity and documented auction results and may change as collector interest continues to grow. If you truly love coins, enjoy this journey, listen carefully, and remember that even a quiet island honored on a modern quarter can hold surprising beauty and unexpected value. Coin number 5. The America the Beautiful quarter, released in 2015 honoring Saratoga National Historical Park. This coin is far more than modern pocket change. It represents a turning point in American history, a battlefield that changed the future of a nation, and a modern coin that has quietly become very interesting for collectors. So stay with me, listen carefully, and enjoy this deep and engaging story created especially for coin lovers who want to understand rarity, errors, and hidden value. Saratoga National Historical Park marks the site of one of the most important victories of the American Revolutionary War. The surrender of British General Burgoyne at Saratoga is often described as the moment that convinced foreign powers to support the American cause. When this location was chosen for the quarter design, it brought deep historical meaning into everyday circulation. The reverse design shows a close-up of a Continental Army soldier's boot beside a broken British sword, a powerful symbol of victory, sacrifice, and independence. This emotional design instantly connects with history lovers and collectors alike. Although this coin is modern, it was produced during high-speed minting, and that is where collector interest begins. Many Saratoga quarters entered circulation quickly and developed contact marks, dull surfaces, and wear. Because of this, coins that remain clean, sharply struck, and well preserved are already becoming more difficult to find. Strong examples with full detail on the boot, shoebuckle, and broken sword are especially desirable. Collectors also search carefully for mint errors on the Saratoga quarter. One commonly seen error is strike weakness. Because of the depth of the design, some coins show softer details, while others were struck with exceptional clarity. Coins with unusually sharp details across the entire design often stand out in higher grades. Off-center strike errors are another exciting discovery. These occur when the planchet is not perfectly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to shift toward the edge. Even small off-center errors can increase interest, while dramatic examples quickly attract collectors. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal because the retaining collar was missing during striking. Die cracks and die chips are frequently searched for on this coin. These appear as raised lines or small raised areas on the surface, often near the sword, lettering, or rim. They are caused by damaged dies and are considered genuine mint errors, not post-mint damage. Some Saratoga quarters also show die deterioration, giving the surface a rough or grainy look that experienced collectors recognize immediately. Another fascinating variety involves doubled details. Slight doubling can sometimes be seen on letters, numbers, or parts of the design due to die misalignment during production. These varieties are subtle and require magnification, but confirmed examples can generate strong collector demand. This is why many collectors still search through rolls of modern quarters, knowing valuable finds are still possible. The Saratoga quarter also benefits from its place in the America the Beautiful series. Many collectors aim to complete full sets, and as years pass, replacing high-quality coins becomes more difficult. Demand steadily increases for coins that combine strong historical symbolism, attractive design, and unusual features. For coin lovers, this quarter is a reminder that modern coins are part of living history. Age alone does not create value. Condition, errors, survival rates, and collector demand all play a role. A coin from 2015 can still become highly desirable when it has the right qualities. Always examine your Saratoga quarters carefully. Look closely at the boot and sword details, study the lettering, check the edges, and compare multiple examples. Small differences can make a big difference in the collector market. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 2015 Saratoga quarter. In normal circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error examples have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These values are based on real market sales and documented auction results and may change as collector interest continues to grow. If you truly love coins, listen carefully, enjoy the history, and remember that even a modern quarter can carry the power of the past and the promise of future value. Coin number 6. The America the Beautiful quarter, released in 2013 honoring Great Basin National Park. At first glance, this coin feels calm and simple, but behind its design is deep natural history, strong collector interest, and hidden potential that many people overlook. So stay with me, listen very carefully, and enjoy this long and immersive story created especially for coin lovers who truly appreciate rarity, detail, and discovery. Great Basin National Park is one of the most remote and least crowded national parks in the United States. It is known for its ancient bristlecone pine trees, some of the oldest living organisms on Earth, and its dramatic mountain landscapes. The reverse of this quarter beautifully captures that spirit, featuring a bristlecone pine standing strong against the mountains in the background. This design symbolizes endurance, survival, and time itself, which makes it emotionally powerful for collectors who love nature and history combined in one coin. Because this quarter was released into circulation during a time of high-speed modern minting, most examples were quickly used, stacked, counted by machines, and passed from hand to hand. As a result, many Great Basin quarters today show marks, dull luster, and weak details. Coins that survived with clean surfaces, strong luster, and sharp details in the tree needles and mountain lines are already much harder to find than most people realize. Collectors carefully study this coin because the detailed bristlecone pine design created striking challenges. Some coins show weak strikes where the fine needles and bark texture are soft or incomplete. Others show unusually sharp strikes, and these well-struck examples stand out strongly in higher grades. That difference alone can separate a common coin from a highly desirable one. Mint errors add even more excitement to the Great Basin quarter. One of the most visually appealing errors is the off-center strike. This happens when the planchet is not perfectly aligned during striking, causing the design to shift toward one side. Even small off-center errors catch collector attention, while more dramatic examples become standout pieces. Broad strike errors are also known on this coin. These occur when the retaining collar is missing during the strike, allowing the metal to spread outward. These coins appear wider than normal and are instantly recognizable. Die cracks and die chips are another area collectors watch closely. These show up as raised lines or small raised blobs on the surface, often running through the tree, the sky, or the lettering. They are caused by damaged dies and are considered genuine mint errors. Some Great Basin quarters also show signs of die deterioration. This gives the surface a rough or grainy texture, especially in the background fields. While this might look strange to casual viewers, experienced collectors recognize it as a legitimate minting variety. Slight doubled details have also been reported on some coins, especially in the lettering or date, caused by die misalignment during production. These doubled features are subtle and require magnification, but confirmed examples can significantly increase collector interest. What makes this coin especially appealing is its theme. The bristlecone pine represents extreme longevity. That symbolism resonates deeply with collectors who think long-term. Many see this coin as a reminder that value is built over time. Just like rarity in coin collecting for coin lovers, the Great Basin quarter proves that modern coins still matter. Rarity is no longer only about age. It is about condition, strike quality, errors, and survival rates. A coin from 2013 can become surprisingly scarce in top condition because most examples were never meant to be saved. Always examine your Great Basin quarters carefully. Look closely at the pine needles, the mountain lines, the lettering, and the edges. Compare multiple coins side by side. Small differences often reveal big opportunities in the collector market. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 2013 Great Basin quarter. In normal circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on overall quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error examples have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These prices are based on real market demand and documented auction results and may change as collector interest continues to grow. But if you truly love coins, enjoy the calm strength of this design, listen carefully, and remember that even a quiet modern quarter can hold history, beauty, and surprising future value. Coin number 7. The America the Beautiful quarter, released in 2016 honoring Cumberland Gap National Historical Park. This coin carries the spirit of exploration, movement, and the opening of America's frontier. At first glance it may look like ordinary modern change, but for collectors who understand its story, design depth, and minting behavior, this quarter becomes something far more exciting. So stay with me, listen very carefully, and enjoy this long and engaging journey created especially for coin lovers who want to recognize rarity before everyone else does. Cumberland Gap is one of the most important natural passageways in American history. Long before modern roads existed, this narrow gap through the Appalachian Mountains served as a gateway to the West. Native Americans, early settlers, and pioneers all traveled through this path in search of new land and opportunity. The reverse design of the coin perfectly captures this meaning, showing a frontiersman standing at the entrance of the gap, gazing westward, symbolizing courage, risk, and the beginning of new chapters in American history. That emotional depth alone gives this coin lasting collector appeal. Because this quarter was minted during the era of high-speed production, most examples were released directly into circulation. They were counted by machines, stacked in bags, and quickly passed from hand to hand. As a result, many Cumberland Gap quarters today show contact marks, dull surfaces, and softened details. Coins that survived with strong luster, clean fields, and crisp detail on the frontiersman and landscape are far scarcer than most people realize. Collectors pay close attention to this coin because of how its design reacts to minting pressure. Some coins show weak strikes, especially in the finer details of the figure, clothing folds, and landscape depth. Others were struck with exceptional clarity. Well-struck examples with full detail across the entire design stand out sharply in higher grades and attract serious collector interest. Mint errors add another exciting layer to the Cumberland Gap quarter. One of the most popular errors is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet is misaligned during striking, causing the design to shift toward one side. Even a slight off-center error makes the coin noticeably different, while dramatic examples are highly collectible. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to the absence of the retaining collar during striking. Die cracks and die chips are frequently searched for on this coin. These appear as raised lines or small raised areas, often near the rim, lettering, or within the background design. They are caused by stressed or damaged dies and are considered legitimate mint errors rather than damage. Some Cumberland Gap quarters also display die deterioration, which gives the surface a rough or grainy texture. Experienced collectors recognize this immediately as a genuine minting characteristic. Another fascinating area for collectors is doubled details. Slight doubling can sometimes be seen on letters, numbers, or parts of the design due to die misalignment during production. These doubled features are usually subtle and require magnification to confirm, but once verified, they can significantly increase collector demand. This is why many collectors still search rolls of modern quarters with patience and excitement. What makes the Cumberland Gap quarter especially appealing is its symbolism. It represents movement, exploration, and the courage to step into the unknown. For collectors, this theme connects strongly with the idea of searching, discovering, and preserving coins that others overlook today but may treasure tomorrow. For coin lovers, this quarter is a reminder that modern coins are still history in the making. Age alone does not define rarity. Condition, strike quality, errors, and how many high-quality examples survive all play a critical role in long-term value. Always examine your Cumberland Gap quarters carefully. Study the figure's details, check the lettering, inspect the edges, and compare multiple coins side by side. Small differences can reveal big opportunities in the collector market. Now let's talk about the value and worth of the 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter. In typical circulated condition, it is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on overall quality. Coins with confirmed mint errors or rare varieties can sell for tens of dollars, and exceptional high-grade error examples have reached auction prices in the range of several $100s. These figures reflect real market sales and documented auction results and may change as collector interest continues to grow. But if you truly love coins, enjoy the story behind this design, listen carefully, and remember that even a modern quarter can carry deep history and surprising potential waiting to be discovered.